Content marketing is the entryway drug. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. What is content marketing the entryway drug to? And who is it the entryway drug for? I'm going to cover all of that in today's little talk. But first, I wanted to remind you about the book that I have, which is the entryway drug to content marketing itself. So if you have a business or you're an executive within a business, if you're one of the decision makers, so to speak, you should be looking very heavily. I don't care what kind of business you have. You should be looking very heavily at the concept of content marketing and whether you're doing it and whether you're doing enough of it and whether you're hitting all the right places and hitting specifically your ideal clientele, your ideal customer base. And I talk all about that and the potential of all these things in my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. It is kind of the start to thinking about content marketing and other ways of how to stand out in your marketplace so that you won't even have competition like the big guys like Amazon.com. That's where Amazon proof comes into play. If you can be Amazon proof, you can be everything proof, right? You don't need competition. You can get over it by standing out, by making yourself different enough, and then getting out there in front of your ideal clientele and getting to know them so that they can know, like, and trust you. That's 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can go and grab it wherever books are sold, or you can get your own free digital copy at amazonproofbook.com. So let's talk about content marketing itself. What is it an intro drug for? Well, 2 things. One thing, it is an entryway drug for information marketing. So a lot of people that are advanced in marketing terms understand how powerful information marketing is. And really it's the same thing as content marketing, except content marketing is a very quick, simple, especially the way that people are thinking about it today in terms of the internet. It's a very quick, simple way to go about doing it, especially if you're doing it consistently. If you're putting out content on a regular basis, trying to get more attention coming back to you and your company or your cause or your nonprofit or what have you, your organization, if you're doing that regularly, you're creating content. That content repackaged, the exact same content can be repackaged and put out there as information marketing and information products, okay? That's a great deal because one thing, it produces another income source. Another great thing is that it's producing another form of advertising that has immediate benefit for the people that purchase it. Plus, it's advertising the next step in your process, whether that be the products and services that you currently have or more advanced products and services that you can come out with in the future. Okay, I'm hoping you're following all this. So I'll give you a great example because it's been this way with myself as well. I started doing content marketing for my company on an ongoing basis back in 2019 when I introduced the podcast Off the Grid Biz, which is a audio podcast, interviews with business owners in the realm of the off-the-grid space, in other words, the self-reliance space. So anything that had to do with self-reliance that teaches people or trains people or has something to do with people becoming more self-reliant. Not self-dependent, not closed off to the rest of the world, but self-reliant. So able to create more, do more on your own so that you can then go and help others, right? That's what self-reliance is all about. At least I see that, the ideal term of self-reliance. And then went from there and started doing these nearly daily video broadcasts, first over Facebook and then spreading out over YouTube and LinkedIn and all the other places, Instagram. And so we started doing these, Brian J. Pombo Live. And that's grown and grown. And then we added a local podcast, which is also an interview-based podcast, which is audio-based, with local business owners, local movers and shakers of all types, with Grants Pass VIP. I live in the town of Grants Pass, Oregon, so that's where that came from. And I'll be putting out some information about how that went about, how that's come about, how that has been able to grow my business, and how you could put together a local-based form of content marketing. That's a whole nother issue. We'll get to that eventually. But let's talk about Brian J. Pombo Live. I started doing these episodes and I started realizing that just being able to come up with, and this is partially my personality and my conation, if you will, is that I'm very good off the cuff. That's how I get my ideas out. I kind of have to talk them out. And by doing that, I put together a string of, I go through series where I put together a series of videos, and I put together a series of videos all about how to become more Amazon proof. And they went so well that I said, I think I could base a book off this. So I took the transcripts from these live talks, just a string of episodes. I took those and they became the skeleton for my book. And I added pieces here and there. I added pictures and citations and everything else. But that's what it was. It became a book. That's where this book came from. So I created an information product off of my content marketing, which then becomes content marketing of its own. And information marketing is information products are content marketing. And so it kind of feeds in on itself. So you can create larger and larger things. You create courses. You can create, whether it be a video course, an audio course, a course that you read through, or all the above. You add in checklists, you add in things that allow people to get things done, and your content marketing can become information marketing, which can become another income source to your business, which in turn makes your business stronger because it builds this coalition of people that are more and more interested in what you're talking about. Pretty soon you add a subscription or membership level to your business, which we talk about in 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business, and then you've got a monster business that's so far beyond where you might possibly be right now when it comes to just having products or services. You can build on it and make this much more bigger thing with relatively low overhead. So it's a lot of exciting stuff when it comes to content marketing. So who is it an entryway drug for? It's an entryway drug for people that are interested in the concept of getting their point out there, getting their ideas out there, creating hordes of people that are interested in what they're selling, or in the ideas that they're selling, or the concepts that they're trying to get out there. That's what this is all about. It's all about standing out. It's all about getting to be known and achieving what you want to achieve for your own life, which is where kind of it all starts and then stems off from there. So we're going to be doing more and more and more deeper dives into ways that you can implement content marketing in your business. So stay tuned here. Follow, like, subscribe, wherever you're at. Just make sure to connect out with me and brianjpombo.com, and we'll be sure and put these out on a daily basis. Come on back. I'd love to hear more from you. And leave your questions and comments, and we'll get to you. I love answering things. I love having people. We're going to have more and more people on the show. We've already had a couple of interviews that we're going to be slowly putting out there, and we're going to have more as time goes on as we get better at doing the video editing process. We just got through a couple major hurdles today, so I'm really excited about where those things are going. So you'll have some great stuff to go over real soon. I will see you tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and just let the magic happen.